I said after the Wisconsin game, there's not a quarterback in the country playing better than Ty Simpson. I didn't say he was the best quarterback in the country. I just said past 2 weeks, there's nobody that has been playing better than him. He went into Athens last night, like Russell Crowe in Gladiator, and he planted his sword on that field and said, I am the premier or one of the premier quarterbacks in this sport. It was an
Never trailed.
absolutely – go ahead.
And never trailed. Took it to. I'm talking about. Took it to him and never let up, dude. Dude's a warrior. He said it like it. I'm sorry to cut you off. Hey, but even after the game, brother, we was talking about. It gave you them chill bumps. That's his mindset, man. He's the leader of the team. Talking about hey, it's us against everybody. I mean, everybody. Hey, they thought they buried us, man, but they never gave up on each other. It's us against everybody. I saw a thing on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, today. They said they're walking out the tunnel.
Call it X. Call it Twitter, yeah.
Oh, I lost you. You said what now, Hampton? Oh, okay. But I lost you there for a second. But they said walking out the tunnel, somebody hollered at Coach DeBurr said, we all we need. And that's the mentality of this team, man. And I love it. I love it. And I don't want anybody other than Ty Simpson leading this squad.
100%, 100%. And to dive more specifically into Ty, I think what he did to set the tone yesterday, and it started with the speech in the tunnel, but when you give a speech like that, it means absolutely nothing if you don't go out on the field and back it up. And
right.
To start the way that this offense did, going long, sustained drives 2 times in a row to open that ball game and get up 14-0 was absolutely massive. And I can't, man, at Georgia, in Athens, I can't tell you the last time that I've seen an opposing offense do that to a Kirby Smart defense in Georgia. I've seen it happen when Georgia's on the road. That's a little bit of a different animal. But to see it happen in Athens was just incredible. And I want to talk about Ty's play, because not only was he very accurate delivering the football, not only did he use his legs at the right time, not only did he do a great job of going through his progressions, getting back, playing on time, playing in rhythm. The biggest thing to me, well, there's 2 big things, but the number one thing, and I'm not comparing him to these 2 quarterbacks, but as good as Tom Brady was, and as good as Peyton Manning was, and as good as Drew Brees were, as good as all those guys were, how did they win? They won before the snap. They won by recognizing the defense, getting their offense in the right play, setting protections, and knowing where to go with the ball. There were multiple times throughout that game, especially on those first 2 drives. Georgia does not have an elite pass rush by any stretch of imagination. We talked about that going into the game. But Georgia was blitzing. They were bringing guys from different places. They were trying to disguise what they were doing. And what did Ty Simpson do? He made them pay, because he was going up, checking plays, setting protection, getting everybody on the same page. And that did not happen the past 2 years under another quarterback. And it just did not, and we can't hide from it. This offense is the Kalen DeBoer offense and the Ryan Grubb offense that we saw at Washington. Last year was a watered-down, diluted version that had nothing in common with those 2 offenses. And exactly, I just want to say that with Ty Simpson at quarterback, it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. With Milroe as quarterback, it was a meat and 2 sides offense. You had one or two things you could go to, but you got that taken away, you were toast. You were toast. With Ty Simpson, you're able to run, because he has command of the offense and of the pre-snap operation. You can run a variety of different formations, a variety of different motions, and you can trust and put the game plan on his shoulders. And like he said at the end of the game, put the ball in my hands. I'll make a play, which was an absolutely brilliant offensive play call by Ryan Grubb.
Oh,
I couldn't be
Ryan
prouder
Grubb
of that
was in
kid.
his bag.
He was in his bag, and I couldn't be prouder of Ty Simpson, how he performed in that game, and how much it meant to him. How much it meant to him staying and doing the job. Drew, I want to kick it to you, man. I want to hear your overall impressions of Ty Simpson, but I also want to, you talked about Ryan Grubb. You hit on him. What did you think of the game plan going into Georgia and how Alabama executed it?
Well, we've talked about. First of all, Ty, I feel like I'm a proud cousin, brother, parent. I'm so proud of him. I'm
Yeah.
proud. He stuck it out, especially this day and age of college football. You don't have players like that anymore. I mean, he could have jumped ship, but the dude's all tied, and it couldn't be happening to a better player in person, in my opinion. I mean, the dude has done it the right way. But and another thing on that incredible drive that going up 7-0. Dude, we don't forget. Oh, Ryan Williams. I love Ryan Williams, but he has occasional drops. Hey, he dropped it. Ty Simpson, and no blame game, no nothing. Hey, got right back on it, and we ended up scoring. We don't let Ty Simpson. He doesn't let one mistake or you know what I'm saying, turn into multiple. That could have been a drive killer. It should have been. But Ty Simpson, the dude is a dog on that football field, man. But go into the offensive game plan. I know the rushing game was not completely there. We struggled in the running part, but I will say I like the fact Ryan Grubb didn't just completely abandon the running game
Mm-hmm.
because I know if you look at the stat line, it did not blow up on the stat line, but it made the game like third and manageable. We wasn't third and long, you know what I'm saying? And so they had to respect the run, and it made the games third and manageable, and that's why it was what 13 for 19 on third down. It's because we were in third and short situations. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't stuck behind the line of scrimmage. So, I mean, I think he had a great game plan, and the dude dialed up some great play. He iced the game with that to Jam Miller right there. And if you go back and look, Ty Simpson had several wide open receivers, but all we needed was a first down and let's take a knee. So just take the easy dump off pass to Jam there. But Ryan Grubb was in his bag on the play calling. And I just want to point out the fact, if you look at the stat line, the rushing yards was not there, but hey, he did not go away from the running game, and I believe that helped set up Ty with the third and manageable situations. And that's it to me. I may get ahead of myself here, but Georgia 2-8 in third down, Bama 13 for 19. That's the game. That's the game, dude. I mean, so I mean, dude, if Ryan Grubb can put them game plans together week after week, dude, I think that's what we were excited for all off season. And man, I'm excited the rest of the way. I have to, before I kick it back to you, a favorite player of the game. Hey, so get Kate Proctor some love, baby.
Bro,
Split them
telling
out
you, man.
wide, give him some love.
Yeah. I wish he
But
got in on
yes,
that
sir.
play. That was
Oh, he wanted
absolutely
it
killer.
bad. He wanted it bad. Hey, he showed a little athleticism with a little dive at the end, man.
He
Hey,
did.
the dude, yeah, yes, sir. But just putting a little tape out there, man.
Uh-huh.
But
Well,
yeah, I'll kick it back to you on that, brother.
okay, man. Well, great analysis by you. When you mentioned third down, I was going to bring that up. You said 13 and 19 on third down. 13 third downs Alabama converted are the most that Georgia has allowed in any game in the last 30 seasons. And I think that stat just also mirrors and shows what a stark difference in the offense from this year to the last 2 years. Alabama, and we said it on the show multiple times, that Alabama the past 2 years was a boom or bust offense. There was no
That's
efficiency.
exactly it.
There were no long sustained drives where you were moving the chains and staying ahead of the chains, like you said, staying in third and manageable. There was none of that. And when you got in third down, you might as well just sit the punt unit out there. Because
Right.
that's how bad Alabama was in those situations like the last 2 years. But Ty Simpson, again, a lot of it is pre-snap recognition, film study, and knowing where to go with the ball. That is the difference in those conversions. And you mentioned the Ryan Williams drop, which I'm gonna be honest, everybody. When that happened, I lost my mind. I like I
Yeah.
had a I had a shriek of just pure horror because I mean that was what you wanted to set the tone and make something
Get that.
happen and hit him with a big play. But what did Alabama do? We talked about overcoming adversity. Like you mentioned, he dropped that. They kept on going. They kept on churning. They had another penalty on the drive.
Unfazed.
They ended up in the
Yeah,
end
they
zone.
were unfazed with it. Yeah. And still, dude, I'm telling you, he dropped that pass, and I was watching it with my brother and my cousins here. We get together and watch it. Hey, oh, shout out to Keenan and Aaron. I mean, we what we call crash out, dude. Because games like that, if you don't take advantage, like when you have a big play, if you don't take advantage of them kind of plays, dude, that's what win and loses those kind of plays. I mean, like if you could break it down, dude, you could break down a handful of games in a game like that, and a play here and a play there, dude, is the deciding factor. So if you don't take advantage of like if getting behind the defense and take it you know getting behind the defense and making the defense pay for the mistakes, and dude, that's the deciding factor. So when he didn't capitalize on that catch and touchdown, dude, yeah, like you said, it was a crash out session there for a second. But hey, this team with Ty Simpson was unfazed, and they absolutely just let's go score, let's go do it, let's go get it done. And I want to add one more thing on that. Uh, about the offense, dude, going into that, by hyping it up, Sanford Stadium, between the hedges, 6 o'clock kickoff, night game, hasn't lost. I mean, the atmosphere was nuts, dude. 4 for 16, 4 penalties for 16 yards. The communication, dude, that's impressive, man. I
Very.
mean, like you said, the discipline, dude. I'm telling you, this team is. I mean, that's tough to go in that kind of atmosphere. For 4 penalties for 16 yards. I mean, the team was locked in, man.
Yeah.
Team was
And
locked in.
to that point, only one pre-snap penalty, and that came late in
Yeah,
the fourth
that's
quarter, and
impressive.
it was crucial. But again, if you were dropped on planet Earth and you didn't know that Nick Saban had retired, that looked from a discipline perspective when it comes to penalties, that looked like a prime Nick Saban coach team, which I think is
I'm
really
serious.
impressive because that is something that this team has struggled with. I know we talked about Ty a lot, and I think he deserves all the credit. He is now one of the favorites in the Heisman race, which is unbelievable, and I think really, really cool considering what coming into the year, what the expectations were for him. Which Drew, that I was really high on him. I've been high on him for 2 years, and to see the type of success that he is having is just really, really cool and really gratifying. Not only for him, but for me as someone who's believed in him and gotten ridiculed at times for believing in him.